The man who, it's your partner, man who, it's your partner, man who. You know what I'm talking about, man? Bruh's in the rush once again, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all have called me at a shortage for time. So we gonna try to go and get this out the way, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know my shout out to that penitentiary, man. You know what I'm talking about? Ha, can in the pen. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep their head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Spraying that finger real wide INC. What'd you say, bruh? Worldwide Incorporated. What'd you say, bruh? Worldwide, man. They say what that mean. Hi, man. It mean everybody, man. Hey, check it out. Come mess with your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? Indugu, Cutthroat, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, Lil Rue. Tata the player, that's who comes next. Can't forget Tata, get Will soon, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Same thing, bruh. I don't promote no drug users, no drug sellers, no alcohol consumption, man. I don't promote nothing, man. All I promote is y'all go ahead, do what you're gonna do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. We don't know how much of it we got, man. But a good brother like myself, man, I ain't prejudiced, no, man. I ain't got nothing against the sexually different, no, man. I ain't got nothing against the little people, no, man. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me, man. I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? And that love. Who would you say, bro? That love. You know what I'm talking about? Back to YouTube. You with me? Hey, check it out. Coffee Chronicles, Mama say breast and whiskers when you on TV. I ain't just so happy. That's how I'm gonna have to brush with mama. You know what I'm talking about? We on TV though. Yeah, man. What's good with the people, man? I'm gonna tell y'all how raw bruh mine is, man. I had a dream I was doing the video. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't even told y'all the name of the video, man. This one gonna be called Weaponry Wrench Wednesday. You say Weaponry Wrench Wednesday? What you talking about, bro? Oh, we gonna get into it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I ain't bullshitting with you, man. I had a dream. This how raw bread is, man. I had a dream. I was given a segment in my dream, so I woke up and I bought it to you, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out the bitches almost found. Shout out that bitch who almost found their edges. You know what I'm saying? Close but no cigar. Close but no cigar. You know what I'm talking about? Almost. You know what I'm talking about? They say, bro, why you be fucking with them hoes and them edges? Y'all be fucking with y'all self in them edges. You know what I'm talking about? Start putting all that shit on your scalp. You know what I'm talking about? You might retain the hair that's on that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Start trying to look like them other people, man. Putting all that shit on your that beautiful that beautiful lock of hair God gave you. You know what I'm talking about, man? And y'all talking about y'all be listening to God. Steadily, you were sitting around there fucking with that shit he gave you, ain't you? You know what I'm talking about? But that's neither here nor there. Weaponry wrench go just like this, man, because I'm a little bit short for time. You know what I'm talking about? Now we all have been given a wrench. You know what I'm talking about? But instead of us using our wrench, now look, you could use your wrench and you could tighten up every motherfucking bolt that's on you. And you could be walking around this motherfucker just a well put together piece of a manufacturer. You know what I'm talking about? Sheer human. You know what I'm talking about? You can walk around there just like that if you use your wrench to tighten up your bolts. But we don't. You know what I'm talking about? Instead, we use our wrench as a weapon. You know what I'm talking about? That's how we even got the weaponry wrench. I'm gonna tell you some shit I was dreaming about. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, weaponry wrench. To where we don't even really want to fix you either. Now we always using our wrench to try to fix you, but we ain't really trying to fix you either. We just trying to see where you need to be fixed at. Then we gonna use our wrench as a weapon. You know what I'm talking about? We see where you need to be tightened up at. Then we gonna use that as a weapon against you. You know what I'm talking about? So it ain't even like we trying to make you a better person or trying to help you become a better person. We just want to find out where your shit loosen up at, then come talk about where you loose at. You know what I'm talking about? Weaponry Wrench Wednesday. It's something in my dream. This is a segment I was given. I said, you know what we always do? I was talking like Martin Luther King in my dream and shit. You know what I'm talking about? I can tell you the problems that we have as the people. That's how bro was talking in his dream. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Hey, what you say, bro? Lady. You know, that's all, bro. But this is the point I made in my dream. I said, I'm a raw motherfucker, man. I'm glad I remembered that shit when I woke up. I said, you know that we only match bullshit energy? When we talking about I'm a match energy, notice that we only match negative energy. We don't never match positive energy. You ain't gonna see a motherfucker out there working hella hard on that car, fixing brakes and calibers and all that shit, you ain't gonna get inspired to go out. You ain't gonna match his energy and go out there and pick up a screwdriver, lug wrench or something to help him with that motherfucker. You ain't gonna match that energy. You gonna wait for him to get through so you can ride that motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? We only match energy when it's negative, folks. On some real shit. We only match energy when we could be petty with it. We only match energy when it's tit for tat and all that shit, bruh. We don't never match energy when a motherfucker out here hustling, doing this thing. You know what I'm talking about? You around the motherfucker, they hustling, doing their thing. You know what I'm talking about? You don't match that energy. You don't try to start hustling and doing your thing. You know what I'm talking about? You start trying to bring the thing he doing down. You know what I'm talking about? Weaponry Wrench Wednesday. And this ain't going to be a long one. This is just going to be a strong one. Woo! Hey, say, blood, why you fuck with it like that? Because if I thought ain't nobody else is, bro. But it was a real shit. Not only do we don't use our wrench to tighten ourselves up, because your wrench, the one that you was born with, bro, it can make you the rawest thing around this motherfucker. As you can see. You know what I'm talking about? It can make you the rawest thing around this motherfucker, bro. On some real shit. But we don't even, not only do we not use it to tighten the shit that we need to tighten up, we use that motherfucker to go around inspecting on you to see where you need tighten up at, and then we don't even tighten you up still. You know what I'm talking about? We just see where you loose at, then we come back and use that as a weapon against you. You get what I'm saying? So now we get to compare flaws and shit. So now we could get to come up here and tell you everywhere you wrong at. You know what I'm talking about? Where you need to tighten up at. And we still over here, you know what I'm talking about, hanging loose. Weaponry Wrench Wednesday. And just like I said, man, we don't do nothing but match petty energy. We don't just be wandering around this motherfucker matching energy. Because if we did that, some of us would be on a whole nother motherfucking wavelength. You know what I'm talking about? But you're not going to match energy into its petty. You're not going to match energy until somebody cheat on you or something. You know what I'm talking about? Then it's your turn to cheat back. You ain't going to match energy until you feel like somebody slighted you or something, so now you can throw a shot back at them. You ain't going to match energy when a motherfucker over there working hard as a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't going to match that energy. You ain't going to match the energy of the motherfucker right here being positive as a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? You're not going to match that energy. You just looking for fuck energy to match. You know what I'm talking about? You just looking for your get back. You feel me? Cause there's some motherfuckers around here working hard as a motherfucker, putting they all in the shit. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfuckers ain't matching that energy. Y'all trying to make fun of them about how hard they going. You ever see that? Motherfucker be out there doing something or something. You be building a clubhouse, nigga gonna talk shit about it. Nigga sitting over there collecting all that motherfucking fiberglass and wood. Nigga watch when it rain. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga still talking shit about you. Nigga ain't help you with a hammer and nothing, put that motherfucker together. You know what I'm talking about? Then when you up there in the clubhouse and that motherfucker hella saucy, you done found out how to put plastic right there to stop the rain. Now motherfucker wanna come kick it up in there with you though. Oh man, y'all really did this? You know what I'm talking about? Even though that motherfucker could have been 2-3 stories, everybody wasn't just sitting around talking about that shit and letting one person do it. I did some shit like that one time, man. Everybody was just talking shit. Nigga, I had a hell of a clubhouse back there in Sign Backyard, didn't we? Had we had one of them, nigga, we had a Nova seat in that motherfucker, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Swivel Nova seat, nigga. Baby Cuz built the clubhouse where everybody just looking around talking shit. Nigga, that motherfucker had about 4-5 rooms up in there. Had somewhere you can go over there and take your bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Be back there smooching. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that motherfucker had hella rooms. Had the place over there where you go smoke your cigarettes in the stove from the grown people. You know what I'm talking about? Baby Cuz accommodated everybody, man. I ain't bullshit with you. But everybody just sat there and watched me build that motherfucker. Then wanted to come play in that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Weaponry Wrench Wednesday, man. So you be careful. You make sure you don't use your wrench that you was born with to work on other, not even other people, the wrong shit with it. Cause sometimes your wrench that you was given, and sometimes it is used to work on other people. You know what I'm talking about? It just ain't used to work on everybody you come across. On finna stop this problem right now. Yeah, it just ain't made to use on everybody you come across. But you can actually use your wrench on other people, you know what I'm talking about? But what we good for out here, man, we just inspect other people with our wrench. Then we come out here and talk about the problems we found while we was inspecting them with our wrench. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, after we did the diagnosis, because we good for doing diagnosis on everybody but ourselves. After we did the diagnosis on the other people that we used our wrench on, then we just talked about where they was leaking that and shit. You know what I'm talking about? I bet y'all didn't even know. You know what I'm talking about? We good for that one. Weaponry Wrench Wednesday. And I'm finna get on up out of here because I got things to do. I'm on the clock. You know what I'm talking about? Bruh's back on the road. Thanks to God. You know what I'm talking about? Amen. And I can't complain, man. I got to get on and do the things that I need to do in my life. But on this Weaponry Wrench Wednesday, man, you know what I'm talking about? Make sure you tighten yourself up. Because you can use your wrench, and your wrench can, you have the ability to use your wrench, bruh, and make you something on this earth that can't nobody fuck with. You can tighten yourself up, bruh. You could be airtight out here walking around, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Game gifted. You can. Or you could use your shit as a weapon against other people and just talk about where they need to be fixing that and tease them what they need to do and all that shit, bruh. Or you could use your shit for yourself. Whichever one you choose, it's all on you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, whichever one you choose is all on you. But just know, you could either fix yourself with that motherfucker, or you could sit around and talk about where and tease everybody else where they loose at. You know what I'm talking about? It's up to you. I don't know. You feel me? Coffee Chronicles, you know what I'm talking about. Weaponry Wrench Wednesday, you know what I'm talking about. And bruh's finna get on up out of here, but just know. Because like I said, man, we only match energy when it's weird energy. When we can get our get back, when we can get a tit for tat, when we could, you know, we only match energy then. We don't really match energy when it's positive. Even though energy is infectious, you know what I mean? You know how Brez was vocabulary, you know what I'm talking about? But we don't even be trying to do nothing else, bruh. We just be trying to be that tit for tat and talking about people, bruh. That's why I say we just need a new spirit in the air, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? We just need a new spirit in the air, man. You know what I'm talking about? Get the people on something else, man. Get the people a new kind of hope. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get some good shit out here, man. But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. It was that one right there. If you don't remember nothing else, always remember it don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of that love, man. You know what I'm talking about?